guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go ahead and do a recap of January budget. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here is my spreadsheet. I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger so we all can see. So the first thing that I want to recap is our goals. So the goal that we have, we wanted to send $1,000 to the debt snowball with side hustle income. If you watch my debt update, you know that didn't happen. So make sure you go watch that video to see what happened when it came to debt. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So payroll, we projected that we was going to bring in $2,400 for the month. And so let's see what actually happened with payroll number one. So all I'm going to do is just get these cells and just add them up real quick. All right, so it looks like payroll number one brought in $2,654.49. So that was a difference of $254. So that is not bad. Let's see what happened with payroll number two. We projected $2,800 for the month. Payroll number two came in at $3,061.81. Bam. That's pretty good also. So when it comes to side hustle, I never added into our monthly budget because for me, it's up in the air. I don't know what's coming in. We can, side hustle can come in or it's not going to come in. So I never added into the budget. So let's see what happened with side income. So we brought in $590.73 with the side hustle income. That is not bad at all. My husband, he brought in some side hustle income, and I had the nerve to bring in $50 too this month. Shout out to my $50. So altogether, altogether, the actual income that we had for January was $6,307.03. Now, you may ask why I didn't add in rollover. The reason why I didn't add in rollover is because it's literally rolled over. It's going to roll over from the last paycheck. And I don't want to add that in because I feel like it's just adding more income. Y'all know it makes sense. I know it makes sense. I just don't know how to explain myself. But yeah. Just to make it a little bit more simpler or get someone to understand it. When January came in, we did have money in the account. I think we had right here $5.79 or maybe $6 and some change. We had a little money in there. So that's what basically was rolling over. All right. So let's go ahead and scroll down. So I end up shortening up my monthly budget just to make it a little bit easier to explain. So Todd, we budgeted $720 for the month, but we end up paying $801 for Tide. That was our actual amount. That is a lot of money. I know people don't, they got a lot to say about Tide, but as for me in my house, we gonna Tide, okay? So we went over by $81. All right, rent stayed the same. So I'm just going to do it like that. So we paid our rent on time. Life insurance, we paid $120.85. Discover, which is where the Spotify and the water thingy comes off subscription, we paid $19.46. Quicksilver, we paid $685.10. I don't know if I explained this in one of my videos. I know in my monthly video, I did project that our utilities are going to be $950. But this month, it was $685.10. And I told you guys, I don't know why I be projecting so much. I said this in my February budget. Why I project so much. But I realized I need to project that much because due to the seasons, since we in our so-called winter in Texas, the gas bill is going to be expensive because we have the heat going. When we're in the summer, the light bill is going to be expensive because we have the AC going. So I was very surprised. I had did my February budget and the what I'm trying to say, the heat bill, I think that's what it's called. The heat bill wasn't in yet, but I had went on ahead and recorded the video, and then when I ended up checking it while I was editing the video, I noticed that that bill was $228. And it never been that expensive. I think mostly that is us, because that bill never be expensive. I don't care if we are in the winter. The most I have seen it was $80. So I know that was us. We keep this heat running 24/7, so we need to get ourselves together over here. But yeah, that's that little spiel. Let's go ahead and get into miscellaneous. We budgeted $100 for the month, and we end up spending $105 for the month. So we went over $5. The loan, we went on ahead and paid $300 on that. That's for our consolidation loan. Now let's get into the variable spending. Now we budgeted $100 for spending, which I feel like I messed up on it. I should have gave us more money, because I know we spend more money, but you know, it is what it is. So we end up spending $258.59 on spending. So we went over $158.59. When it came to food, we budgeted $200, and we end up spending $352.47. So we went over by $152.47. Now, y'all know in January, we received that food stamp card to help us out. So we actually was doing pretty good. This last paycheck number 2 right here, I just budgeted more money for us for these variable expenses, because we had it in the budget to do. If we didn't have it, I don't think we would have went over so much. Yeah. All right. So gas, we budgeted $180 for the month, and we end up spending $193.39. So we went over by $13.39. Beauty, we budgeted $125 for the month, and we actually spent $235.55. So we went over by $110.55. All right, unbudgeted, we didn't budget anything for unbudgeted, but we ended up spending $172.85. So we went over by $172.85. All right, so sinking funds and savings, I said we was going to save $745, but we end up saving $1,000. So that was pretty good. And so this is where it come in with the whole debt thingy. I felt like Jackie's trying to do better over here. I could have threw all of that debt. I low-key wanted to throw that all that debt, but I know it was smart to put that money in the sinking funds binder. So that's what happened. Debt, let's see what happened in debt. So with debt, extra debt payments, we try to throw all our side hustle income to debt. So I didn't project anything to come out the budget. So we end up putting $384.31 towards debt. And that's exactly what we did. So if you ain't watched my debt video and you got this far to the video, now you know how much we put towards debt. So let's go ahead and get all these actual numbers added up. So we end up spending $6,532.52. So let's see what's remaining. Basically, what's remaining is basically what's in my account right now. That's going to roll over into February, which I think that ain't going to happen. But we're going to see what the numbers say that's in there. So we're going to take this number and we're going to subtract this number, which it already did it for me. So it say we have a negative $225.49. I don't know what that mean and how that mean, but yeah, I don't know. See, this is why I don't close out my budget, because yeah, it say I'm negative in the account, which I don't see how. But I guess I understand how, I guess, because this last paycheck, we budgeted, we put more money towards variable spending. Anywho, this is the budget. I don't have a negative $225.49 in the account. I don't know that part of the thing, so we just gonna skip that part. But I will say though, checking in on my budget, tracking the expenses, and also budgeting on the low end really helped us out. I feel like this is how I should budget from now on, because it really made us consider our ways. It made us consider like, okay, what are we spending our money on? Because sometimes I can stuff our sinking funds and we don't have nothing to pay towards debt, or I can pay debt and we don't have nothing to pay towards sinking fund. But when I sit here and I really watch my budget like a hawk, we was able to do both this time around, and I like that. So I am going to try to keep up with this trend for February. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.